I would say the signs of a strong leader start with this: self-awareness. I think really having a good sense of what you're really good at doing and what you're not really good at doing, and being able to own that and be confident and comfortable in your own skin, and somebody that has really good emotional intelligence with managing teams, leading teams, and directing teams.
My definition of leadership is someone who leads by example, and someone who allows the people that are working for them to do their job autonomously and then removes obstacles that they might have. So a good manager, in my opinion, doesn't really interfere in the day-to-day work unless there's a problem that needs to be solved or something that needs attention.
First and foremost, making sure you're taking care of your people. You got to make sure that everyone has the right tools to get the job done every day. And make sure that their voice is heard. It's very easy to be a dictator, but it's not always successful.
Certainly listening is most important. You have to be able to listen to people. You have to be able to submit to other people. It's like a marathon, you know, you have to pass that baton off every once in a while for others to be able to help you out in the race, because if you're always leading, you're going to get tired of doing the work and burnt out of doing the work that you're doing.
Good leaders can take criticism. Constructive criticism. They've all been able to look at things that what anybody would consider a subordinate might be offering up as criticism or feedback. They're able to take that, digest it, and grow from it.
I think a willingness to kind of roll their sleeves up and get into the weeds. There's no egos, everybody kind of checks out at the door, and everybody's willing to kind of be amongst everybody else. Our CEO has an office that he's never in. He actually has a desk that's out on the floor with the sales team. He stands there, and I really appreciate that from his perspective as a leader.
Understanding your team, understanding their strengths and their weaknesses, and then utilizing those strengths. People have opinions. They may or may not say them, and so as a leader, if you can get your team to voice their opinions, I think it's going to make the team stronger as a whole.
The fact that they care, they pass the care test, right? People will work for you if they know that you have a vested interest in them. I mean, they'll show up and they'll work for a title, but you can get more out of people, and you get more out of people when they know that you care about who they are and where they're going.
Being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and understand where they're coming from, why they have the ideas or the thoughts that they have, really helps you to have positive interactions, helps you to be the leader that can help other people. It's not about saying, hey, I'm the leader, so this is exactly what we're going to do. It's about understanding what everyone's needs are and figuring out the best strategy for the organization as a whole that's going to bring everybody together to meet those goals for the company.
Handling details is also a very important part of leadership skills. Whenever I am doing any kind of project, I remember a piece of advice that my mom made sure that I had memorized. It can be a little bit more time consuming to make sure that you're crystal clear on every single detail of a project, but trust me, it will save a lot of stress. Coordination and management is another important leadership skill. The best way that I learned these skills and honed them is through participation in campus clubs and organizations. I was able to learn how to work well with others in those settings where we worked together about a common goal. I've been the co-president of Film Club. I've held the position of president of our campus's Phi Theta Kappa chapter, Alpha Epsilon Pi. In my time leading those clubs, there have been times when students have ran for officer positions, or have at the very least considered it, which I highly recommend if you are looking to learn important leadership skills. Don't worry about a lack of qualifications. All that matters is for you to have passion for it. In the winter of 2019 to 2020, there was some poor management of the film club. A lot of membership declined. Rather than just complain about the issue, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I developed an entire curriculum for the film club and pitched it to my fellow officers, and the officers seemed to really like it, and pretty soon membership increased by a lot. I saw a problem that I knew that I could fix, and rather than complain about it, I did something. But if you think there's even the smallest chance that you might be able to do something about it, go for it. There's a saying that I'm rather fond of. Shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Even if you do try to change something and it doesn't work out, you can still learn from it. And you can use that knowledge to make it better the next time around.